it's no surprise that Republicans and the right and whomever are against us getting our, the prisoners that were in Iran back. They hate the idea that Biden was able to make a deal. They were going to shit on it forever. They would have made a much bigger deal, even though they didn't. Just for the record. That said, it should come as no surprise that this dickhead hates it. I miss Greg Proops too. I like Greg Proops. I'm a side of Biden. All right. So this is President Trump slams Joe Biden's disgraceful decision to pay $6 billion to the Iranian dictatorship. Okay, first of all, just for the record, anybody who's watching this, maggots, trolls, anybody who stumbles across this and you're new to this whole idea, we didn't pay them $6 billion. They had $6 billion frozen in an account. We unfroze it. That's it. We didn't pay them. It's their money. And all the while we freeze it, we have to pay interest on that action in case we're wrong. It's part of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank's rules that we participate in, so that countries can't seize bank accounts and just take the money and you have no recourse if you're ever found to have not been in the wrong. It's their money. We released it, and again, obviously this is the pro-life party, and they believe that the importance of that human life is more valuable than it's priceless. Well, at least it's worth less than $6 billion. That's for goddamn sure.
Crooked Joe Biden just agreed to pay a $6 billion ransom to the Iranian dictatorship.
No, he released $6 billion of frozen funds in exchange for the release of these people so that they won't die.
In exchange for hostages.
Hostages.
This is yet.
Is he drunk? He's drunk, isn't he? Hostages. That's awesome. Wait.
Crooked Joe Biden just agreed to pay a $6 billion ransom to the Iranian dictatorship in exchange for hostages.
Hostages. What do you think? New teeth? He's got slipping dentures. Are we getting into the God bless the United States?
And God bless the United States.
Oops. Oh, I turned the whole thing down. That's why.
And God bless the United States.
Yeah, we're getting into that character.
This is yet another Biden surrender and a further blistering humiliation of the United States of America to the world stage.
You do realize you recognize the government of Pyongyang in exchange for by the way, a person who they had already terminally injured and people who were already dead.
But even worse, this decision will be extremely deadly. Biden is giving $6 billion to the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism.
State sponsor of terrorism. There's a lot of salivating going on. I don't know what it is. It's the thing. I come over, the grandkids come over, and I usually don't eat what they eat, but they gave me, he said, Grandpa, have one of my Adderall. And I didn't realize he gave me one of those sour bomb candies.
Just as when Obama sent the Iranian regime pallets of cash for
the Iranian regime?
Deadly. Biden is giving $6 billion to the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism.
Well, except for Vladimir Putin, for the record, just saying.
Just as when Obama sent the Iranian regime pallets of cash for hostages.
The Iranian regime... yeah, I don't. Why is it? It's super quiet for some reason. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix that up here. The Iranian regime. Watch it. And we're going to have one of these situations where the next video is going to be normal volume.
In the dark of night, remember? Plane loads of cash.
Cash.
Biden's ransom.
Yeah, all it did was stop their nuclear program for half a decade, and then you had to fuck it up.
Payment will be immediately used to stoke violence, bloodshed, and mayhem throughout the Middle East.
Or buy food, medicine, and shit like that. I mean, it's a priority thing.
And all around the world, costing countless innocent lives.
Yes, we should have traded 6 innocent lives for the imaginary innocent lives. By the way, same fucked up haircut from yesterday, so he just cranking these motherfuckers out.
It's also guaranteed that the fanatical Iranian regime will use this money to advance their nuclear weapons program.
Okay, first of all, I know I'm nitpicking, but it sounds like he said we'll use this bunny.
World costing countless innocent lives. It's also guaranteed that the fanatical Iranian regime will use this money to advance their nuclear weapons program, putting
No, it's not nearly enough.
Israel, the United States, and the entire world in very grave peril. They are reportedly just weeks away from a nuclear.
You know what you should do? He should send this video to the parents and relatives and friends of the hostages. You know what I mean? I mean, at this point, all he's succeeding in doing is making like Biden sound like the second coming of fucking Reagan.
Nuclear bomb, something which would have never happened under the Trump administration.
You killed the nuclear deal. They're already working on it. They've been working on it. You let them.
Tragically, Biden's ransom payments also make it dramatically more likely that even more Americans will be held captive in the future because
because now it's an industry.
Biden has shown that he will pay gargantuan sums of money.
No, we didn't pay it. We just released it. Again, it's their money already. Just saying. I'm going to move myself in. Hi.
Meaning the kidnappers turn a massive profit. They're making money hand over fist.
I'm so jealous. They don't have to ask anybody to help pay their legal fees. They don't have to call the RNC and threaten and cajole.
In other words, Biden has put a bounty on the head of every American citizen abroad. Under my leadership, we brought home more than 50 hostages from all over the world, and we never paid ransom money to do it. Not at all.
Okay. Neither did Biden. You released funds. You released other stuff. You allowed them privilege. That's basically the same shit.
We did it with diplomacy, and we did it through strength. And we will do it again when we are reelected as president of the...
Oh, wait, I love the fact that he's using the royal we now. He's like, the queen, she's very popular. I'm going to say we from now on. My people don't say we. It reminds people of the PP tape, but I think that's what got me elected. I think, we're going to run it like Trump. America, you're in trouble now. And then just America, and then a big P drop that's yellow and trouble now. They'll get it. It's Magoo.
United States. Our country is failing. We are a failing nation. We will turn it around and we will make America great again. Thank you.
So, I mean, I feel better about it. I think we should have just left those people in Iran, in prison, until let the voters decide. That's what every president's administration, should have their surrogates in the, anytime there's a midterm or a general election, you should just punt any hostage things to the next administration. Going, well, we'll let the voters decide whether we should try to get them out or not. Fuck them. That said, if you want a great breakdown of that entire deal, this is Peter Zion. He looks very angry in this picture, but he's actually a very nice guy. He hikes, so he does a lot of his videos while he's hiking. And he did a 10-minute video, and Iran deal we can live with, Peter Zion. So if you want to check it out, I recommend it. His breakdown is pretty fucking great, and he's pretty middle of the road as far as his politics, but you could tell he likes Blinken and Sullivan together. It's a great breakdown of it, though. Just saying. If you want to see it, check it out. An Iran deal we can live with, Peter Zion. Link in the description. I'll put one later. It's hard to do that when we're live, but I'm glad to do it. Anyway, so the deal itself is those people, we talked about this already, but these people have already been moved. They were moved to a private residence and then out of the country.